Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Great, check. Oh, it's Silver, ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down. That's quite a way to start this football game on the ground right away. They're almost near midfield.
And that run, whether you're for this team or against them, it brings you out of your seat, doesn't it? Because that's an exciting way to get things rolling. Now you've got to hunker down on defense and not permit another 1st down run.
They go play action with Hurts.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
73.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Kyle left Yeti.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Throwing his Hurts. That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Now back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
The 2nd-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a 1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Here we go. Track at 60. Go.
Looking to throw.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His 2nd catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a 1st down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
This is taken at the 15.
He almost outkicked the coverage. A 57-yard punt, 15 on the return.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and 5. He's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Giants have taken the lead. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, Silver.
Hurt sets up to throw it.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
63, 63, 63.
Hurts.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
No touch. Hey. Hey. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Skirts by him at the 35. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 35, here's second down and 2.
They'll look to throw here.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Giants 21, Bears 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Giant, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 88 yards.
And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 11. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw again. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Johnson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Giants have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Able to slither by. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
No touch that. Hey, Silver. Hey! No touch.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
Fighting through pressure. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Wide open receiver complete.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 87 yards.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert 3rd downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 20, here's 2nd and a yard.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Great. Set. Don't touch.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
Great. Set. Hey, 73, 70. Go Silver, ready? Alpha.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And firing a deep ball for Komet. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Don't touch that. Tiger Hornet. Don't touch.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of 1st down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Hurts will throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long.
63, 63, 63.
Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. To try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And they're able to work this to the 20.